Is Radical Red 3.1 the best update Radical Red has ever made? Maybe. Am I at least 3 to 5 months late for this video? Yes. But is this the best way to figure out how good every single new buff and nerf to Pokemon are because we will be using a tier list and ranking them? I don't know. We're back at it again to find out if that really is. We have Coaching, Decorate, Dire Claw, Dragology's new evolution level, the Geodude line learning Rapid Spin, Mountain Gale, Mystical Power, Psy Shield Bash, Quick Draw, Rotom learning Disarming Voice, Sceptile not learning Dual Chop until way late and learning Breaking Swipe upon evolution, and adding Wandering Soul to the mix. Coaching raises an ally's attack and defense by 1 stage, and most, if not all, fighting type Pokemon can learn this move. One problem, it's a doubles move. Double battles aren't that common in Radical Red, is what I would say, but since the new update they've added a lot more double battles, so it's a little bit more useful, but 90% of the most important battles will be single battles, so you're barely gonna be using Coaching. So I'm gonna put this at a solid, doesn't affect anything. So it's already going lower down because only Alcremie can learn this move, and even with its Mega Form, I don't think a lot of people are using Alcremie all that much. But Decorate raises the target's attack and special attack by 2 stages, so it provides double the benefits of Coaching. Except for the fact that it's the same problem, it's a doubles move. Doesn't affect anything, actually lower than Coaching because only 1 Pokemon can learn it. I actually really like this move. It's Nizular's signature move. It has 70 base power, which is actually lower than was in Legends Arceus, and it has a higher chance to hit a critical hit. Also has a chance to paralyze, burn, or poison the foe. I like this move. It's a really cool signature move. I just wish more Pokemon could learn it. Like, this move would be perfect on Toxicroak. I mean, it's better than nothing. I think you can find some use for it if you really like Sneasler. So Dragology evolves at level 44 instead of level 48. I don't know, I'm struggling with this one. It's cool in the sense that this means you can use Dragology against the Erica fight. Dragology is a dragon poison type, Erica is a pure grass type gym leader. But I mean, I don't know. I've never once thought to use Dragology in any of my playthroughs. Like, other than the fact that it's useful for Erica, I struggle to see any reasoning to bring it that. Maybe someone knows. Maybe someone knows better than me. But in my opinion, it doesn't affect anything, which is too bad. Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Alolan Geodude, Alolan Graveler, Alolan Golem now can all learn the move Rapid Spin. And Rapid Spin is a pretty dang good move. It takes away your hazards, which, love it, hate it, I think it's pretty good. I think Rapid Spin will always be a buff to any Pokemon no matter what. But the thing is, Golem and Alolan Golem, the whole line, it's not any better in Pokemon Radical Red. At this point, it just turns into another Rapid Spin user. And that's basically it. It's not even one of the best ones because it feels like most Rapid Spin users has low special defense, but at least they're not doubly weak to grass and water. I think this is better than nothing. Actually, I'm gonna put Dire Claw. Okay, that was weird. I should put Dire Claw into pretty good. I have nothing good to say about this one. Quick Draw. Alright, don't know, Quick Draw is a 30% chance of going first in battle. It's basically Quick Claw as an ability. It's Galarian Slowbro's signature ability, and I like it. It's a really cool move, and you know what they did? They added to Magmortar, which is awesome. It really drives in that whole, guns for hands kind of a thing. Here's the thing, Quick Draw does not work. I spent probably 30 minutes trying to get this thing to work. Nothing at all. It was so frustrating. I mean, no one's talking about it on the Discord or anything. Think it doesn't work? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have not seen it work once. Let's go for a weird one. Wandering Soul is an interesting one. It swaps ability whenever you make contact with the Pokemon. That's it. It's like awesome. This could take away like something insane like Galarian Demarten's Guerrilla Tactics. It would be great, but the problem is as soon as you hit the opponent, get your ability, they get Wandering Soul. So that means if you make contact with them with your next Pokemon, they'll get Wandering Soul. So then you're just pretty much just spreading this ability around. It's a gimmick ability, no one uses this thing. So I'm gonna say this doesn't affect anything. Sceptile gets Breaking Swipe instead of Dual Chop, which is now learned at level 65. This one is a little bit tricky because you have a lot of mixed feelings about this one. Mega Sceptile gets the ability Technician. You have a move with 60 base power or less, increase the power of that move by 50%. Dual Chop is a 2-hitting move with 40 base power. So you can do the math, it gets pretty powerful. And that's great for Sceptile. But they removed it and replaced it with Breaking Swipe, which will still get the boost, but it's not as insane as Dual Chop. So why do they do this? I think there's a really good reason. It's because of the updates. In whole, can now get Mega Stones as soon as you beat Lightning Leader Surge. You can also get Mega Sceptile by Lightning Leader Surge too, because you can get Trico as a starter Pokemon. This means you could have a dual chopping Sceptile as soon as Lightning Leader Surge and just wreck for the rest of the game, right? Which, you know, wouldn't seem as bad a thing, but for balancing purposes, the creator was probably like, no, that's a little bit too OP, so instead we're gonna shift it back to level 65. Well, what does that make sense? Well, level 65? Well, that was originally the level you would have gotten a Mega Sceptile in the last version of this game, because you wouldn't get Mega Stones until you beat Silphco, and that's when you should reach about level 65. This is just making sure that Sceptile isn't overpowered in the early game. You may not think so, and honestly, I don't know if I completely agree with it, but that's my reasoning for it. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, I want to say this doesn't affect anything. It is a nerf to lose such a strong move in the beginning, but you're also getting a new move with Breaking Swipe, so I think it kind of balances it out. Side Shield Bash is, of course, a move from Legend Arceus. It is Weirdeer/Sandler's signature move. It has a 50% chance to raise defense, as opposed to 100% it was in Legend Arceus, and it's a Psychic-type physical move. Not only does Weirdeer and Sandler get this move, but also Bronzong, Meditank, and Metagross. This is actually amazing. First off, for Bronzong and for the Metagross line other than Beldum, the only physical psychic type move they could learn is Zen Headbutt, which isn't horrible, it's not a bad move, it just sucked out its only option. But with Side Shield Bash, with that chance to boost your defenses, first of all, Bronzong's already a defensive beast, so this makes it even more defensive. I think Metagross and Meditank appreciate another option other than Zen Headbutt. So for this case, I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Now this is a fun one. So this is 70 base power as well, and it's 100% accurate, which was raised from the 9% it was in Legends Arceus, and it has a chance to raise your offenses or defenses. So if you use it with Azelf, who is a strong offensive attacker, it's going to raise its attack and special attack. On the opposite side, if it's Uxie, who is defensive beast, it will raise its defenses capabilities. And if it's Mesprit, I guess it depends on how you raise yours. But that's not it. Okay, so obviously the Lake Guardian trio can get this. So Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie. But also, Unknown can get this move. That dumb Pokemon whose only move was Hidden Power now has a Psychic type move. That's crazy. I mean, it's still a pretty bad Pokemon, but hey, it's a little bit better. Also, I have to say, you can't actually catch Unknown, which is a shame. Anyway, this is a pretty good move. I like it. Now we get to Mountain Gale, which is my favorite move. So it's 120 base power, and it was only 100 in Legends Arceus. That's 20 more base power it got, which is insane. It has a chance to flinch. It went from accuracy of 85 to 90%, which, hey, a 5% accuracy buff feels really good, and all the Pokemon that can learn it. Okay, obviously Avalugg and Avalokasuian gets it, but also Mamoswine, Glacier, Abomasnow. That's insane. I love it. We needed more offensive ice moves. Now, could you imagine if Darmanitan and Galarian got this? I want to say this is pretty high up there. Here is the list. Did you agree with my list? Did you hate it? It's a tier list. It's subjective. It's just my opinion. But as you know, this is the internet, and you guys can say whatever you'd like. So let me know how much you either hate this list or what you would do to move it. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.